I'm 73 years old, and I need to tell you something before my voice disappears with me. Everything you've been taught about getting older is wrong. Not just wrong, cruelly misleading. The people who should have warned you, your parents, your teachers, society, didn't. Some of them didn't know. Some of them knew, but were too afraid to admit it. For the first 50 years of my life, I believed the same comforting lies you probably believe right now. That if I worked hard enough, waited long enough, endured long enough, life would eventually begin. I thought I was doing everything right. Career, built. House, paid for. Reputation, solid. Respect, earned. From the outside, my life looked complete. From the inside, it was quietly empty. At 52, my heart gave up on me. They call it a cardiac event, a clean, clinical phrase for the moment your body decides you've taken enough from it. I was in a meeting, talking about numbers that don't exist anymore. Then the room blurred. Then nothing. When I woke up, there were tubes in my arms, machines breathing beside me, and my wife crying softly in the corner, trying not to let me see how close she came to losing me. The doctor smiled and said I was lucky. Lucky. Lying there, staring at a ceiling I might never see again, I realized something terrifying. I hadn't been living. I had been postponing life. If I had died that day, what would I have left behind? A house someone else would sell? Money that would be spent? Achievements that would be forgotten before the flowers on my grave wilted? I used to tell myself the same thing you probably do. I have time. I'll do it later, when things slow down. They never slow down. You don't wake up one day and suddenly have time. Life just keeps taking it from you, silently, day by day, until one morning you look in the mirror and don't recognize the person staring back. I spent 30 years climbing a ladder, and when I reached the top, I realized it was leaning against the wrong wall. You can't climb back down. Time doesn't forgive like that. I had a friend, 68 years old, worked every week like it was his last chance to prove something, built a company, missed birthdays, missed anniversaries, missed himself. He kept saying, "Next year I'll slow down." Next year came in the form of a stroke. At his funeral, his son stood there, trying to be strong, and said, "My father was successful, but I barely knew him." That sentence should terrify you, because your regrets won't be about the things you failed at. They'll be about the things you never even tried. I don't think about the deals that went wrong. I think about the trip to Japan I never took, the book I always meant to write, the dinners I skipped, the nights I chose work over my children. Those memories don't fade. They ache. My father died when I was 45. We were distant, not hostile, just busy, always busy. I kept telling myself we'd talk when life calmed down. It never did. He was gone within hours. And my greatest regret isn't something dramatic. It's the ordinary things. The calls I didn't make. The Sundays I didn't visit. The love I assumed had more time. There isn't always more. After my heart attack, I changed, but only because I was forced to. I stepped back. I said no. I finally said yes to the things I had been postponing for decades. And here's the cruel truth. In the last 21 years, I've lived more than I did in the first 52. That realization hurts more than the heart attack ever did. Because what mattered was never complicated. People you love, time you'll never get back, being present while you still can. I have grandchildren now. When I look at them, I see myself, running, striving, anxious, convinced the future will fix everything. I try to warn them. They smile politely. Not because they don't care, but because they can't understand yet. That's why I'm telling you. You're getting closer to death. So am I. So is everyone you love. Your parents are aging, your friendships are fragile, your time is already leaking away. So what will you do? Keep postponing the call, the apology, the trip, the life? Or will you finally accept the truth? There is no someday. If I could speak to my younger self, I wouldn't give advice about success. I'd beg him. Stop waiting. Stop trading health for approval. Stop assuming tomorrow is guaranteed. Start now. Because one day, you'll be 73, sitting quietly with your memories, and you'll realize the saddest truth of all. Life doesn't end suddenly. It slips away while you're busy planning it. The clock is ticking.